is a singer who used to rap. I started rapping in grade 11, I think, 2013 is when like I started rapping. And then my first project as a solo artist was 2015, which is Christ Kid. Wow, I can't really say for certain. I wouldn't say that I've quit, but let's just say I've stepped down from it for like a while, and I might or might not get back to it. I've had a lot of mental breakdowns, like a lot. Growing up, uh, depression is something that a lot of people in this country, let's say Africa, consider to be a joke or not really something that affects people. But being someone who suffered from it on a very large scale, it's something that's real and it's affecting a lot of young people out there that don't really have anybody to talk to because they're looked down upon for having mental issues or like not being mentally healthy. So yes, I've had a lot of mental breakdowns. It's different for certain people, but for me it was more I had social anxiety, so I didn't like people. Like I was very, very, very anxious around people, so I tried my best to keep people away from me because they made me feel a certain way. They made me feel unsafe. They made me feel like they could see everything that's happening in my head, and I was uncomfortable with that situation. So um, some people did notice. A lot of people took it as you're moody or you have swings or you just don't like people, but it's actually something that's really serious. Social anxiety destroys a lot of people and causes you to miss out on a lot in life. Well, I'll just say sometimes it's better to face your fears and acknowledge that you have a problem rather than you just running away constantly and pretending that everything is okay. So, first of all, I had to acknowledge that I had a problem. Second of all, I had to seek help. Um, but the help that I got from certain people, right? Talking to certain people was a very good aspect, but I feel like the biggest help that I've ever gotten is God. Praying and just letting Him know that you're broken and that you're bruised and that you need Him. Being plain before Him as broken and as messed up as you are is what has really helped me or helped me get out of that situation. So yeah, that's God is really the answer to all those problems. No, it didn't. It didn't contribute. Yes, it has. Because I feel like a lot of Christians are suffering from chronic depression, and for some reason, society as a whole doesn't want to talk about it. So I feel like if one person who's gone through it stands up and decides to talk about it, it helps a whole lot of other people that are silent and suffering in silence, unable to speak freely about these issues. It kind of makes them feel like they can relate to something or like they're not alone in the battle. So it feels pretty good to help people get through that. Broken Mirror is one of the first songs that I explicitly talked about depression in. Basically, Broken Mirror talks about how you look at yourself based on how other people define or look at you. So if they call you trash, that is what you begin to see yourself as because that's the reflection. Because society is the mirror. So Broken Mirror is basically talking about how this girl is asking the mirror if she's beautiful or not, and then she finally realizes to say that she can see things more clearer now. It's not about the broken mirror and what it says about her, but it's all about what she thinks herself, what she thinks of herself, what she defines herself as, what God defines her as. Because God is like the real mirror. The Word is the mirror that we should be looking at ourselves in. And yeah, I could say it's helped a lot of people, including me, the one who wrote it, through a lot of bad times. So first of all, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, just in case you didn't know. And I feel like as a society, as a country, we should consider taking these things seriously. Because we joke a lot about it. You know, a lot of people have committed suicide, and people have said things like it's an act of seeking attention and whatnot. But if you know somebody that's chronically depressed, that is sad all the time, that has mood swings, it's not that they want to do it. Sometimes you don't even need a reason to be depressed, it just hits you. So take the step, be the crutch that the person needs to get out of the situation. I feel like we should even have like support groups where people come together and just talk about these issues, because songs will help you, they'll relate, but then you need everybody to know, like everybody needs to know that they're not alone and they're not fighting this darkness alone, and that they can get out of it. So mental awareness is something that people should take seriously. The Ministry of Health should even look into those situations, because there's such a thing as clinical depression. So all these different situations should come together. They should just create groups where people are able to come to terms with the reality that they're not okay, and where they can get help for all these situations that they're going through.
Is there anything